Good afternoon and welcome back. Last episode, Desdenova descended into the depths of the Folgenthur ruin in pursuit of this mysterious amulet once wielded by the mighty wizard Gauldur. And so far, we have not found much to pique our interest. We got some Draugr here. God, Lydia, you're in the way. I suppose I could get in there. Hi. Alright, you're dead. Again. I don't know how many are in that room. Oh, Magicka. Let's start looting these before the bodies disappear. And let's finish this guy off the old-fashioned way. Don't want to miss a single Draugr. Nice, more jerk-offs coming out from that room. Alright, rise again and fight for me. Get out of here. Alright, come on, Lydia. Finish the guy off on the ground. Alright, where'd that jerk-off go? There he is. Yeah, I could definitely get used to this elemental fury a whole day. Get out of the way! Of course, it's a lot more effective when you actually hit. Fight! You're dead. Nothing interesting. We still hear some of them out there. So let's put our necromancy to use here. Alright, we got an eagle, dolphin, snake. I don't know what this is for, but it's for something. I forget. I think that was eagle, whale, snake. I think. Alright. Well, nothing bad can happen, right? Well, if you're playing Dungeons and Dragons, something would bad happen. Okay, that was right. Alright. Let's see what's there. Nothing in there? I came down through there. I'm not missing anything in this room, am I? No, I don't think so. Alright. Spiders. Alright. I'm not 5th level anymore. I don't need to run from a frostbite spider. Old habits, right? Now that's a lot of Draugr. This might be a situation that calls for a potion. Alright, yeah. Some of them bound to have a frostbite spell. That's pretty much all I got. That might be a good opening, actually. I think that has a long casting time, though. I'm gonna wait on that. Well, there's a lot of them in there, I think. Alright, what I will do is have this fondue. Wow. Okay, yeah, there are a lot of them. Wow, that's a lot. Oh, okay. I'm gonna need that scroll. Alright. Bane of the Undead. Boy, I'm really glad I used that scroll. I don't see very many of them running. Alright. Why don't you have some fun with the Frost Atronach? And let's get that Hallowed Mace. Does that not have a charge? They ain't running. No, it doesn't. Hang in there, Lydia. Go away. Go away. Alright, we're going to courage you and heal you. Alright, let's get you in there on my side. And if you're gonna bunch around like this, I know you're on my side. Relax. Not exactly. Alright. Soul gems. Oh, we need lesser. Awesome. That room took a lot of resources. A lot. But that's alright. I forget I have half the shit I got anyway. Alright. I have no idea what word wall is back there. Hopefully it's something nice. Because I'm kind of using the same two over and over. I'd like to get some variety here. But the two that I am using are pretty good. Take that. Okay. Oh. Wasn't the emerald. He had the ivory. Eagle, eagle, dragon. Eagle, eagle, dragon. And we're gonna save this. Don't need an orcish sword. We'll take the coin purse. Oh, I think I got another level out of that. Yep. The mirror's blessing ran out. That's because I'm getting the Elsewhere fondue. I'm not sure. We'll take help. Alright, for that ring, it gives you 50 points of stamina and 50 points of health. That's pretty good. As I said, I normally don't... I think I've only done that quest once. I might do it more often. That's pretty powerful. Alright, so I'm guessing he's going to jump out of that coffin. So why don't we get prepared? Wow, there's a lot of them. I think these are pretty wimpy though. One lightning rune should be able to take out all these motherfuckers. Yeah, pretty much. Lydia, how you doing there? You're doing all right. But you're losing to him. Let's get in there and help you out, right?
Are you a priest?
What are these wimps? I need to heal myself and Lydia. Oh, she's getting her ass kicked. This guy's gotta have a nice soul. Alright, no more fucking around, you. Ah, I've been looking for one of those for the entire game, and it's on a Draugr Thrall. It's kind of why I gotta check every corpse, because the one you don't check... Alright. Oh, is that that? That's right, I saw that red stuff. Oh, sweet, okay. Let's check out the situation here. We got that fragment. That's an amulet. That'll increase my health. That one's increasing my magicka. I think that magicka regeneration's better because I use that a lot. Yeah. There's more of them? You know this. Alright, what did that writ of sealing say? Meekrol. Oh, he was one of the mage's kids. Alright. Well, we're just after your power. We're not trying to exact some 1,000-year-old retribution against your crimes. And I still hear Draugr. What was that? Orcish.
Got your back. I am sworn to carry your burdens.
Alright, Lydia, you are going to take this Dwarven Gauntlets, Iron Shield of Blocking, the Bracers, Studded Armor, Steel Plate. Frost Breath. That really should do more damage, I think. If they're going to let you breathe like a dragon, it should be significantly better than the first level Frostbite spell. So much potential. We'll be saving that dragon soul, needless to say. Whoa. Ocean. Oh, okay, yeah. There we go. I had a feeling of forgetting something. Well, I can't think of it. Couldn't have been that important. Oh wait, I know. You can open up a side thing here. for 11 Orcish arrows. You know what? We might have to face that dragon. In fact, I'm going to save it here. Okay, so about 10 levels ago, we examined some of the choices Desdenova made mechanically. Some of the why I chose some perks as opposed to others, and how I was advancing my character generally. Since we're at 21st level, and we've gained about 9-10 levels since that time, it might be a good idea to check again to see exactly if I've changed anything or how Desdenova is evolving as a character in this game. I'm still devoting most of my time to conjuration, destruction, restoration. I mean, that's pretty much been her bread and butter since we started out basically in Bleak Falls Barrow. I originally envisioned Desdenova really kind of focusing on this tree more than the other two, but I've come to realize, like 10 levels ago, I said that me raising the restoration tree and a conjuration tree was a consequence of trying to survive what the game has to throw at you. At this point, I think mine and Desdenova's philosophy has changed. There's real power in this trait. Whether you're conjuring up the dead or just summoning Atronachs, just for a little bit of magicka, you can almost double the amount of firepower and the amount of hit points that you're placing on a battlefield. I think it's the most efficient use of the magicka that you can have in this game, and I think Desdenova has come to appreciate that, in that sometimes conjuring an Atronach that will continue to attack the enemy for 60 seconds or whatnot is more effective than a single lightning bolt. So she's not going away from destruction. It's just that she's more and more relying on conjuration. I think this is an evolution of her perspective of what's the best way to employ the power that she does have. I guess we can say she's come to appreciate other schools besides just destruction. Something she has not appreciated yet is this enchanting trait. I've seen a lot of playthroughs and people really advocating to max this skill out. Specifically, go down this mid-branch where you can grab this extra effort perk here so you can put 2 enchantments on the same item. Without a doubt, that's a very potent way to kind of expand the overall power level of your character. Unfortunately, I think that requires a lot of patience on the part of the player. I've been disenchanting everything that I've come across, and we have been going through soul gems like crazy to continue the flame and various damage enchantments that I have on my weapons, and I'm still only at 38. So how many iron daggers do you have to enchant and sell in order to reach 100? Again, people do it, it's possible, but I have better things to do with my time than enchanting iron daggers. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 perks just for 1 additional magical effort. I also have better places to spend my perks. So I'm not a big advocate of this trait. I think the gear that you find, or you can just buy, of course it's not going to be as good as what you can make yourself, but it'll be effective enough to get you through the game and still create a powerful character. So Desdenova's, as far as her trajectory in the magic skill line, it's pretty much looks a lot like where we were 10 levels ago, except these skill levels are higher. And I did say then that illusions would become less and less important, and it has. If I remember correctly, I was at 28 at level 11, and we're only at 30. So, again, illusion is only really effective against high-level opponents if you invest the time, effort, and perks into it. Regarding the warrior tree, we have increased our smithing, and I plan to increase this a lot more once I return at the Horn of Jorgen Windcaller. I want to get elven smithing, so I now have elven weapons. I can temper them and make them a lot more effective. So I've seen people max this tree out by level 30 or whatnot. Again, I'm not sure that's exactly necessary. That's a lot of perks, and that's a lot of crafting jewelry and leather bracers and iron daggers or whatnot. This can wait, I think. One-handed, it's the skill we're using the most often. No surprise. I basically haven't leveled anything since, I believe, the last time we looked at this at 11. That's because I'm not sure these cap level skills are really worth it. One-handed power attack that's sprinting, first of all, that's hard to pull off. Double critical damage, that sounds like a lot if you've played other RPGs. Unfortunately, in this game, critical damage just means your base weapon damage doubled. So you could have a tempered elven war axe to legendary difficulty be wearing various enhancements that do 100% more damage. Skyrim doesn't include all those multipliers as far as critical damage like other RPG games, so you're really not getting that much damage out of it. I can hardly attack moving backward or sideways or forwards, let alone execute a backward power attack. Sure, that sounds fine. In theory, in an actual combat situation where you're surrounded by lots of enemies, that's really hard to do. So the only other perk I'm really going to grab here is right there. That's probably the best perk in the entire. If you were dual wielding, that's as good as it's going to get, and I'm 5 away from that. In the thief line, again, you know, that's not our game. That's not what we're doing. I am actually surprised the light armor skill is 32. Elves start at 15. I've done nothing to encourage its increase, and I guess Desdenova's getting hit enough. But again, I think in this game, it's best not to get hit. I have other things I'd rather get than invest. Again, with these trees, oftentimes, you can't just invest 1 or 2 perks in them to make an effective character. You really have to kind of invest heavily into them. So I'm not a theory that a jack of all trades or a dabbler is an effective character. I think in any RPG game, characters need to specialize and be very good at a few select skills. As far as our health, magic, and stamina go here, one thing I've noticed is that Ring of Namira that Desdenova got, it's very good. I usually don't use it, and I forgot all about it. But the reality is, if you do consume a corpse, if I can find it here, it gives you the 50 stamina, which is already a very good ring. When you consume a corpse, you get an additional 50 hit points too. So this ring is potentially 10 levels worth of attribute points. I mean, sure, the quest that you have to kind of go through to get it is rather sickening, disgusting, and it's, quite frankly, it's very hard to roleplay. But this is one of the very few Daedric artifacts that I think is deserving of that name, Artifact. I mean, it is very good. I mentioned when I was role-playing that Desdenova was hesitant, didn't like the idea, was uncomfortable with it, but once, you know, we went through that dungeon, that was the first time we were using this ring, and the increase of power was definitely manifest. It was very obvious, it was conspicuous, so she noticed that. So whatever qualms she might have had, about the necessary methods to acquire that ring or to make it work to its maximal potential, at this point she just has, it doesn't bother her at all. I mean, she wants power, and that's what this ring is. At this point, we've kind of migrated into scale. I suppose I could temper these. Again, I'm of the theory that it's best not to get hit. And plus, I'm not sure, I mean, what's that extra 12 armor really going to do at this point in the game? My armor rating is 51. Making it 72 or 83, it's not going to make a difference. Desdenova just, she can't get hit, and she has to rely on healing herself if she does get hit. So that's basically her game. As far as weapons, we did finally get the Thalmor axe, which I think is the coolest looking axe in the game. So I can't wait to use that. And this is a very nice enchantment that we got in Folgenthur. Absorbing health for a melee character. It doesn't get better than that. Unfortunately, this goes through soul gems like a drunken sailor goes through money. I mean, I already know I'm going to run out of soul gems. So what we're going to have to do is go through a dwarven ruin, because those are the areas where you get the most soul gems. So I'm probably going to have to find one to do sooner rather than later. But this is a very nice weapon that we got here. Other than that, I guess maybe comment on if I got any additional spells since 10th level. We went through the trees last time. Alteration, still no difference. And since I'm still in the apprentice stage, I haven't quite hit the adept stage. I mean, I'm not sure if there's anything different. In illusion, well, we got blur now. Again, it's helpful to mitigate damage, but since it's predicated on your illusion skill and we don't have much, I'm not sure the amount of utility is worth it. We're still using lightning bolt, lightning rune, sparks. We're still about 10 ranks away from adept spells where destruction gets genuinely interesting. We are at 50 now, so I can start using the Revenant and the Frost Atronach spell without completely depleting my magic. And if I recall correctly, there are other interesting options that the Apocalypse package gives Conjuration Specialists. So we're going to have to go to the Mage College probably sooner rather than later to get our hands on these spells. And for Restoration, we're pretty much using the same apprentice level stuff that we have been using. So not much difference in the actual spells that we're using. Just the difference between the philosophy. Desdenova definitely appreciates Conjuration more. And the equipment that we're carrying, specifically that Ring of Namira, has really made a big difference. Alright, enough talking about how Desdenova has advanced, and as a character, let's see if we can advance this plot line. Now, my original intention was to go from Folgenthur right up to Ustengrav, and I see no compelling reason why that should change. This is the Greybeard's final test. I think Desdenova's put this off longer than she would have wanted to, so we're going to head straight off there. And that's directly to the east. Let's make sure Lydia is there. Okay, she's there. We're all ready to go. And I still hear that dragon roaring about. If it comes, I believe we're in a situation where we can properly deal with it. Okay, Skyrim is a very beautiful game, but I forget what the technical name of Morthal, the province where Morthal is in. It's Hjalmarch or something like that. I mean, it's just a big swamp. There's nothing really much to look at here. Suppose we can grab that Nern root for Ingen. Oh, we got some sort of stones here. Not quite sure what this was, or what it is, or if there's anything here, but we'll take... Well, there are 2 red dots here. Frostbite spiders. That's a chorus. Let's keep that chorus busy because they're always dangerous opponents, no matter what level you are. Well, I guess if you're 80th level, they're not, but the poison they got can chew through even the thickest armor. Alright, so how do I want to deal with this? I'm not sure. Actually, I am sure. We'll use our shout here. That's a Reaper. And it needs to die right now. Alright, so I was searching this for something useful. There probably is something here. Combination of the darkness, the swamp, my very inattention to detail means I'm not going to find it. There's a Draugr. Skill book. I'm pretty sure that's what the designers meant to find here. Okay. Alright, there is Ustengrav. That looks like a significant fight there. So what we're going to do is we're going to prepare ourselves. We'll drink that fondue. We'll spend that perk in Adept, Conjuration. And we'll go up there and crash their little party. The Frost Atronach. Sound like he yielded to me. Alright, that'll come in handy. Stuff's for Ingen. I don't think there's anything exciting out here. Alright, Jorgen Windcaller, here I come.
Still here.
I'll make that 6. Efficient. Moon sugar. Nice. Like to see that. I do like the fact that there's a lot of corpses here because this dungeon isn't really that difficult except the very first encounter you get after here where those mages are fighting the undead. Especially if you have a mod that increases extra spawns like I do. There can be a lot of mages and undead there. So we have a potential nice supply for the ritual stone if I need it. Whoops. I'm going to need those 3 gold pieces. So let's save it here.